she making him sweat for it, okay? He gotta work for it. Those who do not know the history of Africans on Love is Blind, baby, it could get a little shaky. Very I'm him energy. Everybody and their mama want Izzy. All I need in this life of sin is me and my girlfriend that love rocks. Oh, so you're a recent cheater. What is up? It's your girl Lex. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are returning, it's been a minute. I know, but thank you for coming back. And if you guys are new, welcome home, girl. Take your shoes off, get comfortable, because we about to get into some things, okay? Love is Blind, season 5. Done brought your girl out of retirement, because baby, this season is a mess. And keep in mind, it's only 4 episodes out right now. Probably 7 by the time that this video releases. But yes, let's get into it. So, girl, I don't even know where to start because everything is very much so all over the place already. But let's just start here because there's some people that's not on the Love is Blind train yet. And no shade, I don't know where you been. I don't know where you been at, girl. But it's okay, I'm gonna cut you a little slack. I'm gonna cut you a little slack because you're here now. And I'm about to put you on. Okay, so for the people that do not know what Love is Blind is, it is a Netflix series where individuals are basically trying to test out if they can fall in love with somebody without ever seeing them, or sight unseen, as they love to say. Basically, everybody's in these pods, they're talking to each other between walls. That's all they have, conversation. They don't know what each other look like. They can't touch each other, nothing. It's strictly falling in love with somebody's mind, falling in love with somebody's presence. You know, really testing out to see if love is truly blind. So I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of episodes 1 and 2. And I'll probably continue doing it like that just because I talk a lot. And baby, we ain't got all day. Episode 1. Pretty much starts out with the hosts, Nick and Vanessa Lachey. I'm shocked that they still have a job. They go to the men's living headquarters and then they go to the women's headquarters and just kind of feel everybody out, see what everybody's energy is. Are they excited? Are they nervous? Are they scared? Are they anxious? You know, everybody's telling, you know, what their issues are in the real world when it comes to dating. And we know in current time, dating can be a little ghetto. It is ghetto. I mean, I don't have that problem anymore though. But yeah, dating can be difficult in modern day. So basically, it starts there, you know, keeping it cute, keeping it casual. But now it's time to go ahead and start the dating. So the pods are now officially open. If you see me looking down, I got my phone. I got notes. I gotta keep myself organized. This experiment, they have 10 days. 10 days to find somebody that they are willing to propose to and start a life with outside of the pods. After the pods, you know, they have their little vacation. I believe they have about 4 weeks in the real world after the vacation. And then you get to the weddings and then basically we get to the end to see if love is truly blind. Are the people that, you know, committed to each other in the pods, are they going to say yes to each other at the altar? Or are they gonna say no at the altar? We have Stacy. She is a 33-year-old operations manager. She's giving very much so fun girl, okay? She's loud, she's fun, she's open to the experiment. The introduction of her started off with her having JP's legs in the damn air. That was a little like, girl, girl, that's how you got it. That's how you got. Okay, girl. Okay, she making him sweat for it, okay? He gotta work for it. She just kind of lets us know that she's never really been fazed by looks. She's not a looks girl. So it seems like she really is looking for something serious, a little more in depth. So that's really good because that's what the process is for. JP is a 30-year-old firefighter. Now, JP seems like the sweetest of sweethearts. He's literally a cheesy country brunette type of guy, easy going, laid back, could possibly be boring type of guy, but he seems like a sweetheart. You have Uche. Uche is a 33-year-old lawyer and he's Nigerian. I also do not know the history of Africans on Love is Blind. Baby, it could get a little shaky. Okay, it can get a little shaky. They're interesting. Love my Africans. But these African men, baby, I'ma pray for them. Okay, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Yeah, Uche, 33-year-old lawyer. Even though throughout the first 4 episodes, I almost feel like they kind of gave him a few different titles. So maybe he does multiple things, but they introduced him as a lawyer. So we're gonna go with that. He seems to be a very straightforward guy, very about his business, very I'm him energy. Aaliyah is a beautiful 28-year-old ICU nurse. Very bubbly girl, very good personality, seems like a girl's girl, like she's all about the girl, she's all about the friendships, maybe a little free-spirited, but she's ready to love, okay? She's ready to find somebody, settle down with, start a life. It seems like she's looking for somebody that's gonna be inspiring to her and, you know, help her take herself to new levels in her life, mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. So Aaliyah is here. She is here for love, honey. Lydia is a 30-year-old Puerto Rican geologist. And yes, I had to add the Puerto Rican. They seem to put a lot of emphasis on the fact that she's Puerto Rican. I don't know. That seems to be a part of her storyline. But okay, we'll go with it. Another loud, fun, accept me as me, party girl, everybody loves her, I'm besties with everybody type of girl. I definitely think she is looking for true love. I think the only thing that worries me about her is her background seems a little shaky when it comes to her past relationships, so I don't really know if she's truly healed from it. So I definitely think we'll get to see how that plays out going forward in the pods. We have Milton. Milton is a 24-year-old engineer. Another nerdy, it seems like he's a nice guy type of guy, but not really giving too much. I don't know. With the guys, he seems like he's very outgoing. But when it comes to being around women, I don't know if he necessarily is giving that same energy. I think my concern is he's so young compared to everybody else. Actually, he might be the youngest one. Yeah. So he's the youngest one. I just don't know if he's truly going to find love on Love is Blind. So next, Izzy is a 29-year-old insurance agent. He seems like a really nice guy off rip. He seems like he's very open, very communicative, knows what he wants, knows what he's looking for his wife, looking to start a family with somebody. Again, really here looking for love. And I will say this, on this season of Love is Blind, I think they, one, did a really good job about casting people of the appropriate age, because, you know, these are people that are actually looking to settle down. They're looking for something serious. They're not wasting our time. Okay, they're not on here just trying to get a moment on TV. It seems like they're actually looking for love. So I love that. They did a really good job with that this season. Very good looking guy, very handsome, bald. Seems like he's, you know, pretty established and doing well in life. And yeah, so that's easy. All right, next we have Johnny. She is a 30-year-old lawyer. Okay, for the lawyers. All right, and they actually, that's another thing. Y'all, they got people on here that actually have real professions. Because sometimes these people leave these shows and you really don't even know what the hell they do for real. It's like, what do you actually do? What do you actually do? You know? Sweet brunette girl. She's very pretty, seems very lighthearted, very, I won't say soft. I guess she kind of is soft-spoken, but it seems like she likes to have fun. She likes to laugh. She too also has a bit of a rocky past with her relationships. So coming into it, she's hopeful, she's open. She's not holding anything back. She's putting it all on the table, girl. All on the table. Probably too much on the goddamn table. Like, yeah, she probably should just left some of that stuff out. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We'll take it, Johnny girl. We'll take it. At least she's honest. We also have Chris, who is a 27-year-old project manager. Again, another person I don't really have too much to say about. Chris seems like a good guy. It seems very sweet. Looking for love. Looking for love. Yeah. Taylor, she is a 25-year-old teacher. Super sweet, blonde-haired, bubbly, family-oriented, really just ready to settle down type of girl. I get good energy about Taylor. I like Taylor. Taylor seems like she's a good person. Okay, so Stacy. Stacy's connection is with Izzy. Now keep in mind, Izzy is connecting with 3 girls in total. Izzy connects with Stacy, he connects with Johnny, and he also connects with Lydia. But so far, it's Stacy, and that's her name, right? Stacy. I think her name is Stacy. If it's not, I apologize. Stacy and Izzy, they have their first date together, and off rip, it kind of just seems like they get along really well. You know, the playfulness is there, the jokingness is there, and the flirtiness is there. So they seem to get along really well. On their first date, it kind of just stayed there though. They never really talked about anything of substance on their first date. So that's kind of all we saw from them. I'm just not getting anything other than fun with them though. You know, Izzy and Stacy, they're good for now. So Izzy is Stacy's only connection. Izzy is connected with 2 other women, okay? Everybody seems to want a piece of Izzy. Everybody and their mama want Izzy. He is also starting to build a relationship with Lydia. Now, I would say that Lydia, in my opinion, Lydia and Stacy are not that different from each other. Izzy's relationship with Lydia is, now that I'm really thinking about it, like his relationship with Lydia really was not that much different from him and Stacy, but he was more receptive to Stacy. What I will say is with Lydia, Izzy was actually able to go a little bit, you know, deeper than the surface. You know, he talked about, you know, his family and being like family oriented, and he just seemed very open about talking about, you know, what makes him him and where he comes from with Lydia. You know, he lets us know that he's been engaged before, says that he's really loud and fun. So he's really looking for somebody to match his energy. Keep that nugget in the back of your head. Izzy and Johnny, his third connection. I would say that Izzy has the strongest emotional connection with Johnny. You know, they still laugh, they still have their fun, but you know, he's really giving her like all the insight to who he is. You know, he's been engaged before, and you know, Johnny has been married before. They have that in common, that, you know, they were kind of ready to settle down and things just didn't work out. You know, he kind of gives her some insight on how he grew up, which is so crazy because even I can relate to how he grew up. Okay, so let's actually go back to Lydia, right? So Lydia's second connection is Milton, which is, like I said, the youngest guy on the show. And she's, you know, in her 30s. They kind of get on well. I don't see sparks flying, but the thing with them is that they actually do have some things in common. Both of them are super nerdy, like both into rocks and sciences and all this different type of stuff, so they kind of hit it off that way. But then Lydia seems like she's kind of taken aback when she realizes how young he is, which I would be too if I was in my 30s and you're telling me that you're 24. She seems to be worried about it. He didn't really seem to give a damn at all. He seems like he was sold pretty fast. Like, I mean, he went back to the men's living headquarters and was like, all I need in this life of sin is me and my girlfriend that love rocks. He literally was like, what more does a man need? So Milton is sold on Lydia. But Lydia's like, he's too young for me. She doesn't cut him off, but she seems to like, she's basically keeping Milton in her back pocket, okay? That's essentially what's going on. Child, not the pillows falling over. So yeah, she's essentially keeping Milton in her back pocket a little bit. Like, I'm not ready to cut you off, but I gotta keep my options open, baby. That's what it's giving. As time goes on in this episode, you see that Lydia is sold on Izzy. Who's shocked? Who's shocked? Everybody wants Izzy. Who's shocked? I want to circle back to Johnny because not only is Johnny connecting with Izzy, but she's also connecting with Chris. It's the first day. They seem to hit it off very well too. But she just doesn't really seem moved like how Izzy like just moves her spirit and her soul, honey. Child, I don't know what Izzy be doing to these hoes. She can see herself having a life with him, and like it just feels easy, you know? Like she can just picture how her life would play out with somebody like Chris. And I honestly think that's why she's not interested. She just doesn't seem as intrigued by Chris as she is with Milton.
Who?
Sorry, as she is with Izzy. Ooh, Jesus. Even with Chris and Johnny, you know, Chris really opens up to her about, you know, losing his virginity and like how he lost his virginity and basically him being forced into losing his virginity. They really dig deep and get to know each other on a, you know, a vulnerable level, which is great. But like I said, I don't see the excitement being mutual. I'll leave it there. Taylor and JP, okay? Really not too much to say about them. I think they're doing a good job at trying to basically see if them being together makes sense. You know, like, do we want the same things out of life? Do we value the same things out of life? How do we see the family structure in the future? You know, those type of things. They're really having like those types of conversations to see if they would be, you know, a good team, essentially. It's not too really much to say about them. They are lovey-dovey with each other off rip. Like, their sights are not on anybody else. I mean, their sights are not on anybody because it's Love is Blind. But you get what I'm saying. They're not focused on anybody else. They go on their, you know, first date together and it seems like they're kind of already sold. Which, you know, sometimes it happens like that. You know, you meet your person and you like, I don't need to talk to, you know, 5 other people. I'm good. I'm good with you, baby. You know? They have nicknames for each other, which I think is really cute. Taylor is Sugar and JP is Sugar Butt. And I just thought it was so cute because, like, that's some corny ass shit. I love corny ass shit. So I thought it was cute. Lastly, I'm going to talk about Uche and Aaliyah. It just so happened that this is the messiest couple. I don't know where to start. First of all, I already told y'all, Uche is Nigerian. So y'all already know we being thrown a curveball just off that alone. I'm ripped. The first time we ever hear him talking, dude already talking about the statistics of divorce. They don't waste any time with claiming each other. They're like, I don't need to get to know anybody else. You are my person. You are my girl. It's them, ride or die, to the end. They leaving there together. It is what it is. We don't have nothing else to talk about. I don't understand what, we can wrap this up. I don't know why we still here. So Uche, his biggest deal breaker is a liar, someone who's not truthful and trustworthy. So, you know, they're talking, they're getting to know each other more. You know, it comes out that they actually have quite a bit in common. They're both interested in poetry, both, you know, used to play the guitar, which is cute. I didn't really see them get deep enough to be like, okay, like, I think y'all are compatible. Because I think being compatible is more than just about sharing similar hobbies. But I would have liked to see them go a little deeper to see if they actually would be a good fit for each other before they just decided to, you know, it's me and you till the wheels fall off. But okay. Ooh, okay. You know, they're opening up about their past. And, you know, Aaliyah starts talking about how, you know, she did some things in her past that, you know, she feels like she's grown from and learned from and wants to leave in the past. And, you know, Uche's lawyer ass, here he go. So what did you do? I mean, did you cheat? And Aaliyah's truthful ass. Well, she should be. She should be. If you're, you know, trying to start a future with somebody, you should be honest. So she told him. She said, you know, yeah, I have cheated in the past. Uche, here he go, interrogating her. Okay. So how long ago was this? And Leah's like, you know, 2 years ago. Let me tell you something. This man has the audacity to be like, oh, so you're a recent cheater. I said, what? Leah's automatically like, don't do that. Like, that was 2 years ago. That's a long time ago. Here's Uche. I don't know, not really. 2 years is not really a long time. You know, like, he is interrogating the hell out of Aaliyah. And Aaliyah, oh baby, it couldn't be me. I salute her, but it couldn't be me. I am not that strong of a soldier. You not gonna do me like that. Aaliyah, she's telling him like, listen, yes, I did cheat on my ex. You know, I did communicate that, you know, the sex that they were having was not up to par. You know, they tried different things. It didn't work. She was not sexually satisfied. So she cheated. You know, she did what she did 2 years ago. Uche automatically is just, I mean, condemning her like crazy. You know, he's asking her, well, you know, did you tell him that you cheated on him? And she says no, which is like, oh girl, what? Listen, if he didn't know, he know now. Uche is like, oh, well, do you not feel guilty or bad or embarrassed about your actions? She's like, of course, you know, like I said, she's dealt with this for the last 2 years that she did that, but insisting that that's not the person that she is now. And Uche is not trying to hear that. He's like, listen, I believe that you not telling him is more about you than it is about you not hurting him. Because if you were to tell him that you cheated on him, that would make you an honest person. That would make you a person that would have to face what you did and deal with the consequences. And you would feel even more guilty and even more bad. So I don't really even think this is about you not hurting him. I think this is about you.
Bitch, I know you fucking lied.
Girl. there looking at the TV like, Aaliyah, say something. Say something, my girl. He is tearing you apart. Say something. Or shit, get up and walk out. Leave. And she's just sitting there crying. Because not only does he tell her that he feels like it's really about you not wanting to hurt him by telling him. Like, he even says, you know, when I was 18, I cheated, you know, but that was just me kissing another girl. So my situation is a little different from yours. This nigga really just compared his 18-year-old situation to a grown-ass relationship and basically tried to minimize his actions because he did it at a younger age. Either way, my nigga, you still cheated. Cheating is cheating. Period. But in that moment, you try to make yourself seem better than Aaliyah. He's still asking her questions. Okay, well, how long did you stay with him even after you cheated? She's like 3 months. And my thing is, girl, at this point, stop answering the damn questions, okay? Especially if he's just gonna judge you for your answers. So stop answering the questions. Like, she's telling him, yeah, I stayed with him for 3 months. And he's like, oh, well, did you cheat again? Did you keep dealing with him? Did you keep sleeping with him even though you cheated on him after the fact? And, you know, she's like, no, it was only that one time. Like, and she instantly regretted it. He asked a question. She told him the truth. And he condemned her for it. You don't always have to like the answer that you get. But what you have to do is appreciate the fact that somebody was vulnerable enough to be honest with you about a situation that could easily change how you look at a person. So now it's kind of like, okay, well, going forward, how is she to come to you with things if she's always gonna be nervous or scared about how you're gonna react, or are you gonna judge her? It's not cool. So, you know, this was on cloud 9 and he brought her back down to here. So she's like, you know what? I can tell that how you feel about me is not the same. So I'ma just leave. You know, she done already said bye. She's like, okay, bye. I don't know if Uche heard it or not. Cause this nigga kept talking. As Aaliyah is walking out, he's like, you didn't have to tell me that. And the fact that you did open up and you were truthful to me is a good thing. So I appreciate you sharing that with me. Yo, I know that we have ran this word into the ground, but it's giving pure narcissism. I'm sorry, like, sis don't even, like, she feels it, but I don't even think she has really accepted the fact that she was just manipulated, gaslit, all types of craziness to her face. To her face. Shit, I feel disrespected. Yeah, so Aaliyah walks out of the pods and she's done for. She's ripped apart, crying her little, I mean, she's on the floor crying. Sis done slid down the wall and did the ugly cry on the floor.
Oh my God.
After Aaliyah does the little ugly cry, she goes back to the women's living headquarters or living quarters, whatever, same thing. You know, Lydia is one of the first few people to console her, you know, and, you know, really just trying to pick sis up off the floor because sis was on the floor. Like, as Lydia is consoling Aaliyah, you know, she's telling her, like, you know, I know you were honest with him. You gave him all the details, didn't you? You didn't hold anything back. She's like, I see so much of myself in you. You know, we are very much so alike. And, you know, this is just, you know, a telltale sign of how Uche is gonna react to things when you tell him things in the future. You know, this just shows you how he's gonna react and how he's gonna handle these things. And she's like, you know, I see myself so much in you, but believe me. But believe me, you are so much like me. You are so much like me. So much so that I could see this happening. And this is not about you. This is about him. It, like, girl is laying it on thick. Like, she's like, I love you. I love you, baby. Like, child, Lydia girl. I just want to be like, bitch, move. Like, get out my food. But you know what? Aaliyah was eating it up. One last thing. So, Izzy and Lydia, they go on their second date. And, you know, Lydia's happy as hell. But Izzy hears this girl's voice and he's just like... Then he's like, this is his opportunity. You have this much of a window to take the opportunity. He's like, I'm gonna take it. So he took it, and that's what he did. He lets her know, like, listen, I think you are a wonderful person, but I've built stronger connections with other people. Now keep in mind, Lydia has been like, Izzy's my number one. And like I said, she kept Milton in her back pocket. She's like, what? Her first question back to him was like, so what is missing? Part of me understands her wanting to know that, but at the same time, knowing the answer don't really help you because either way, he's not picking you. So it's kind of like, girl, move around. Pick yourself up and go about your business. Lydia almost in a way gives off the energy that she would try to mold herself to fit something so that this person would love her, because that's one of her fears. Like, one of her fears is, you know, not having somebody that truly loves her for who she is. That's what she wants. That's what she's looking for. In that question, that's also saying that you're almost painting a picture as though there's room for you to mold yourself to be what he's missing. And I just feel like that's not even how you want to start up that relationship. Like, if there's something with you guys that he's missing, let him miss it. Now, Lydia is left to her back pocket guy, Milton. I thought that I was gonna combine episodes 1 and 2. I still may. Editing Lex may still decide to put these 2 episodes together, but as of right now, it seems a little long-winded. Anyways, yes. Okay, so that is episode 1 of season 5's Love is Blind, honey. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They didn't waste no time. Like, it's messy already. Episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content from me. This is my first time doing a review, but I like it. Like, your girl love to talk, so I just figured, why not? Like this video if you like this type of content from me, because I really want to keep doing this type of content. Let me know what were your thoughts on the first episode down in the comments. Tell me what y'all thinking about, you know, each couple. Who's your favorite couple? Who do you think is gonna last? Who do you think is, you know, the worst couple? Tell me your opinions on Uche and Aaliyah. Like, do you feel like he was right for asking her the stuff that he was asking her, or was he gaslighting the hell out of her? Like, let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.